Welcome to Lunch with Sal Santori Live, and we are doing our show today from A&M Pizza right here in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. We're going to be featuring the music, the blues by Eddie Crow, who is legendary in his story and in the music that he produces. So Eddie's going to be joining us here at some point on the show, and we also anticipate Miss Rachel Moyer to join us on the show as well and talk about some things that she's doing for folks in Pennsylvania, along with students and her constituents. So, again, music by Eddie Crow, and I think you're going to love it, especially when we get into some of the music like fishing on the Chesapeake Bay. So here we go. All right, well, let's restart it. All righty then. Let's get Eddie Crow cranking up here. All right, we'll go back over here. And for some reason, Eddie just doesn't want to play right now. So give me just a second here and we'll get Eddie going. Let's see. For some reason, I am not getting a whole lot of volume here out of Eddie Crow this morning. Uh, all right, let's do this. I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm going to bring up some Eddie Crow so we can jam to Eddie Crow over lunch. We're having an early start here, so no worries. Lunch doesn't typically start till around what, quarter to 12. So here we are. Um, and we're going to go ahead and get some music going. And here we go. Okay. This is uh, this is great. Um, I love the digital age. And here we go with fishing on the Chesapeake Bay. Of course not. Here we go. That's some great stuff. I don't even want to try and talk over it. These songs are great. More from Eddie Crow. Yeah. Is that the legendary Eddie Crow joining me? Is that the legendary Eddie Crow? The song that you're listening to is CC Rider by Eddie Crow, our very own legendary Eddie Crow, who was working really hard to bring the blues to Baltimore and Blues Town Rising 2.0. Yeah, Eddie Crow, CC Rider. Coming now is I've got news for you, Eddie Crow. Ha 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 ha. You gotta love the blues, especially with Eddie Crow. Got like an incredible blues voice, just incredible. Keeping myself off the camera so we can enjoy the music and not my lovely radio face. We'll be here till one. Come on out to A&M Pizza on East Cumberland Street in Lebanon, PA. Fratelli Amata, A&M Pizza Restaurant, the name of quality, voted the number one pizza restaurant in Lebanon many years in a row. come out and visit with Sal, the owner, and tell them you're here to see Sal Santori and their show and get the royal treatment. Come on out, have some great food, great food. Uh, the cheesesteaks, I cannot tell you how good their cheesesteaks are. Sufficiently, they're amazing. They're the best I've ever had. Philly style cheesesteaks even better. Uh, Huge cheesesteaks filled with meat. Awesome. The rolls are fantastic. I wouldn't get one from anywhere else. These are the greatest I've ever had. A&M Pizza right here at 1705 East Cumberland Street in Lebanon, PA. Call in your order at 717-273-0300. Again, that's 717-273-0300. Call in your order and come by, pick it up, sit down, enjoy some music, and have a great lunch. You gotta love this music. I hope I knew your name. Well, that's some sad stuff there. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Eddie Crow at his finest, man. You won't find much better than Eddie Crow. Fantastic blues musician. Here's happy birthday, let the good times roll. Yeah, let the good times roll. Come on, Eddie, tell it. Go ahead. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I didn't get to edit that out. Uh, good. All right, let me figure this out. Yo, All right. Well, for some reason, I'm not getting the music playing over the. Welcome back to Lunch Live with the Blues here at A&M Pizza, and your host Sal Santori. We are visiting with Eddie Crow, legendary blues musician, and he is also local here to Pennsylvania. But I want to invite you over here to A&M Pizza for their fantastic lunch specials, awesome food, and as I mentioned before, the best cheesesteak I've ever had. They're located right here at 1705 East Cumberland Street in Lebanon, 17042. And I would advise call your order in at 717-273-0300 and ask the guys to get it ready for you. Come on in, sit down, enjoy some food, and catch some blues music while we're on here today for lunch with, again, legendary Eddie Crow. Today's specials and everyday specials, we can get two large pies for $28.99. Every day, two large plain pizzas and 2 liters soda for $30.99. Two large plain pizzas and a dozen wings for $38.99. A large plain pie and a dozen wings for $28.99. And there's also delivery. So if you call now, delivery in both the Lebanon and the Myerstown area, and I'm telling you, you could not ask for better food. So again, the number is 717-273-0300. And let's see if we can reach into Eddie Crow here and get him on the line. Eddie, are you with us today, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Great, great, great. Yeah, yeah, great. Let me get let me get adjusted here, and we will stay right here with Eddie Crow. Eddie, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Working,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
trying to get
Hey,
this going.
yeah. Hey, did you get any reports of sightings of Eddie Crow in any of the Popeyes or other restaurants?
Nah,
Nah,
not so far.
I, I I got a few that they told me, hey, I want my 2000 a biscuit. I found Eddie Crow, and I said, well, where? And they said they tried to tell me it was the Baltimore Bojangles, but I knew you hadn't been there, so it was kind of like, no, you found somebody similar to Eddie Crow. I had to ask him. I said, did he sing? Did he put any blues music out for you? He said, well, we didn't get to the thing to ask, and I was like, well, then how would you ever know if it's Eddie Crow just because he looks good and handsome? And as I keep saying, Eddie is the prettiest guy in our group here. So,
Yeah, right.
so we have Eddie Crow live right here uh, on the show and on video.
Yeah, I got that blind behind me. Is kind of
Yeah, yeah, I'm
right,
seeing that.
you
I
know,
think
but
that's part of your mystique. You don't want anyone to see you too clearly.
it's seen better days.
I just figure, you're still keeping the incognito going. It's like, yeah, you
Yeah,
hear me and you kind of see me, but you still don't know what Eddie Crow looks like.
I couldn't find any shades.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so
Yeah,
tell us, Eddie, tell us about your career and how did how did you go from being working in the steel mill, steel worker, to a world class blues artist with a smash hit and I'll give a secret out. It's fishing on the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, well, I always thought I'd write a song
Okay.
from when I was small, you know, and little kid. It was looked like a good way to go to me, and I
Yeah.
could put some words together. So I had a teacher in the second grade that told me I was going to be a writer someday,
Okay.
and I didn't know what she was talking about. But here we go. I've written more than anybody I can name, but just trying to get my story out there.
Uh huh.
23 years of built up story and me trying to get it out there.
Now,
Be-
by story, Eddie, what are we talking about? Let's let folks know. I mean, I know, but let's let our folks who
Yeah,
are watching and listening know.
Bluestown Rising originated over in Holland and
Okay.
Norway. No tide in Norway. Um, they lost their industry, whatever that was. I believe it was steel, related to steel. And the guys, all they really knew and cared about was the blues. So they ended up, right now, they're the number one blues festival in Europe
Okay.
because somebody cared, you know, and it takes a lot of work. But that was the original idea. That's why I call mine 2.0
Okay.
because Bethlehem Steel went under and I worked there 30 years. And the whole time I was just thinking, write one hit song, it could change your life, you know. And
Right.
I ended up singing it on CBS radio on the number one morning show in Baltimore with Steve Rouse and company.
Okay.
And they liked it so much, they got another DJ named Maynard to play guitar on the song and broadcast it every day for a week during the morning rush hour, 6:30 a.m. It came across in the beginning as breaking news on there. Um, can you hear me still? Yeah, it came across as breaking news on that show. Yeah, I can't hear you. Mm, nah, still not happening. Let's see. I can't hear you. I'm trying to read your lips. Hello.
All right. Hang on. There you go.
I can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We actually just had a guest come in to say hi, and I cut the mic so I could greet them. But yeah, we're right here live at A&M Pizza in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, right here at 1705 East Cumberland Street in Lebanon. And it's the home of the greatest Italian food I've found in a long time. I had one of the cheesesteaks the other day, and it was the best. It was truly the best I've ever had in my life. And I make a mean cheesesteak myself, so this was definitely, definitely way above. way over to the top. They have some specials today, two large pizzas. And these actually are specials they have every day, I believe. I'll have to check with the owner, but I'm quite sure these are always available. Um, two large plain pies and 2 liters soda for $30.99. Two large pies and a dozen wings for $38.99, or a large plain pie with a dozen wings for $28.99.
Making
And
me hungry.
yeah, I'll tell you what, Eddie. Uh, they deliver, but it's only locally, like Lebanon and Myerstown areas right here. Otherwise, we'd call and say, "Hey, could you bring one down to Center City?" The food's really that good. But the number for folks locally is 717-273-0300. And we want to invite you to call ahead, call your order in, and come by, pick it up, sit down, and have a lunch with us, and enjoy the conversation with Eddie Crow, our world class blues musician. Eddie, sorry to interrupt our conversation there, but we have to let folks know where we're at and what we're doing and why they need to come over here and have some great food.
That's right. Yeah, I got my dad's people were from Myerstown.
No way.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Salisbury, Salisbury, um,
Okay.
Salisbury, Pennsylvania. I guess that is, but it's on the line. But
Okay.
yeah, he's the Crow name is big around Deep Creek Lake, Cumberland. Um, there's a lot of crows out that way. And I found out I went to a blues festival out there, and I used my credit card. And when they saw my name, they said, looked at me as another crow. Yeah, another
so
crow.
so of course we'd have to ask the obvious and say how much heartache did you get growing up with the name Crow?
Um, nah, it wasn't bad. It was people make
Nah.
crow sounds. You know, it didn't
Yeah.
bother me.
All right.
I was told when I was in a movie, an extra in a Nicole Kidman
Hey, I'm
movie.
Eddie at A&M, okay? See you later.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Hey, come back in. Let me break in, Eddie. Where people are loving us right here at the A&M Pizza, and this is my great friend Sal Amato, and Sal
cool.
he's a camera ham himself, and not only does he make great food, but he's got a better radio face than I do. He looks great.
Oh,
So,
Nice to meet you. Good to meet you, buddy.
nice meeting you.
yeah. So we're
Yes,
so the
yes.
yeah we were talking about growing up and having people tell you, why don't you just go fly south with the rest of the crows or something like that.
Right,
Did you
yeah,
did you get a lot of that?
a little bit, not
Yeah.
too bad. They make crow sounds,
Uh
the crow calling.
yeah.
I can't do it. I can sing anything, but I can't make a crow sound.
uh,
Oh man,
I
yeah.
tell
I
you
used
what.
to think I was half comedy and half music,
Oh, okay. Well, now,
and I took a class from Rain Pryor, Richard
okay,
Pryor's daughter.
okay,
She owns a club in Baltimore, a
okay.
comedy club called Magoobies,
All right.
and that um, it's all her.
Yeah.
she she told me in order to do stand up comedy one man show, you're gonna have to cuss. Coming from
Okay.
Richard Pryor's daughter, I kind of assumed that she would teach me that, but that's about all I really learned from her.
You got well, I guess yeah, I guess we'd have to say Richard Pryor was no stranger. Um,
Right?
yeah,
He didn't have much boundaries. He
right,
pushed it
right,
into
right.
the
Yeah, yeah. I gotta give him credit though. Once he got burned up about life in general, he really got
yeah,
burned up.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson too got burned up.
Well, yeah. Um,
Both of them.
yeah. Uh, Oh my God, when Michael Jackson, when that whole thing happened,
Yeah,
I was just a happy young bartender, working in the clubs where we had, some of the larger bands came through, some of the ones you hear all the time on the radio, and I can't tell you how many Michael Jackson jokes were out there floating around. It
right.
was it was incredible, man. It's like, Tito, would you hand me a tissue? It was like my voice is like I'm a little parched and dry right now in the throat, but yeah, yeah, it was some funny stuff. But you know what? Um, Thriller was like one of the most huge selling albums ever, I believe.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was uh, that was a masterpiece on the way
yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah. That was great. A lot of great graphics in those videos as well. Remember the MTV days?
Yeah.
Video. Yeah, yeah. MTV was the rage, man. So let's talk more about fishing on the Chesapeake Bay, Eddie. How did that come about? What inspired you to write that song?
Um, well, my buddy at work, Mike Barr, um, uh, he used to take me out on his boat, and we would tie up. I remember him tying off to the piling that held that bridge up that the ship hit.
No way.
We used to sit right there, just drop your line in the water and let it hit the bottom, and sooner or later you're going to catch something. We caught rockfish right there, keepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just thought, well, what's the best thing about Baltimore? And it's got to be the bay
Mm-hmm.
with all the water sports and boating and fishing and activities, you know. Um, so now I want to attract people to Baltimore for the bay and the blues. And
Well, like we keep talking about the blues and everything, and you know what 2.0 is all about is really trying to get the blues huge in Baltimore and give folks an option. Give them a new opportunity. Uh,
yeah, I
you
already
know,
dragged blues into the mainstream with
right?
my CBS recording, and that made history. It's been denied by everybody in the blues. They just don't know, or else they deny it. You know, Blues Society denies it. Um,
Now,
I
when you
mean, we'd be better off not having a Blues Society in Baltimore. I mean, they can't help me, and I'm trying to do great things for Baltimore.
yeah,
So,
when
you
was when
know,
was the when was the last conversation you may have had with folks at the Blues Society?
mm, probably the last time I tried was 6 months. But he puts me right through to, you know, the answer machine, or I think he's got me blocked. The president hates me. It's the only guy on the planet that hates me.
I'm sure there are others.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably is.
Yeah. It's like Eddie who? Yeah, man, hate that dude. He had a hit
Yeah,
record, and I would have loved to have one, but he did.
I
Yeah,
got plenty of people, wanting to hold me back or whatever. But that's what
yeah.
you do when you're doing what I'm trying to do. You got to put it out there. And when you step up, you can expect to be stepped on.
Well, they say the people at the top always wear a target. You always end up having a target on your back.
Right.
Yeah, people always the haters, I guess they call them. The
Haters.
haters. Yeah,
Yeah.
the haters out there. Like, I can't do for myself and get myself where I'd like to be. So I'm gonna look over at somebody else and decide I'm gonna try and tear them down because they're
Right.
doing what I wish
Yeah,
I
it
could
makes
do.
people feel good to attack other people.
Yeah, yeah,
It's with the world. That's how it goes.
yeah,
But, I'm going to try and change all that in Baltimore. And we got a pretty good handle on that, I believe.
yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about more of your story and how how the song "Fishing on the Chesapeake Bay" came about. And you'd mentioned it was played for a week down in Baltimore, CBS by Steve.
Yeah.
Where did it take you after that?
I sent it to an agent in California,
Hmm.
that recording. And when I finally met he's a famous agent to Eric Burden, agent to Michael Nesmith of the Monkees. Um, I got a picture of me and Peter Tork the night that Peter Tork was trying to get my agent to represent him.
Uh huh.
It happened at a blues club out in uh, Compton,
Okay.
California.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
That's the
Quiet.
corner. The bar is on the corner where the Reginald Denny incident happened.
Reginald Denty.
Reginald,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
um, right on the corner is where that bar was, and they got big barricades like a big flower pot they put out in
Yeah.
front of buildings to keep the cars from.
Yeah.
They had several of them outside the bar, and I was smoking. I would go outside. I had my own bodyguard out there because my agent gave me a Ghost Riders motorcycle
Okay.
club shirt to wear, and I wore it in Compton.
Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. Uh, uh,
I
not a
mean,
not a troublemaker at all, are you, Eddie?
I never knew what to expect out of that guy. He reminded me of Robin Williams, like spontaneous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he uh, he hooked me up with all kinds of people out there. Gave me phone number for Spencer Davis.
Okay.
Gave me a lot of his artists' phone numbers. When I went out and met him in California, he lived in Burbank,
Okay.
neighbor to Jay Leno's place, NBC.
One garage over, huh?
Yeah, but he got me hooked
Hang
up.
on. Hang on just a second, Eddie. Hang on just a sec. Hey, hi, folks. Welcome. Glad you came by for lunch. Hey, yes, yes. We'll be taking a break here, and I'll be coming over. I'll stop by your table to say hi. Thank you for coming in and enjoy the food. All right. Okay, Eddie, I'm
Yeah,
back.
thanks for coming in.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So we were
anyway, he
so
opened his Rolodex up to me when I went and visited him,
okay.
and he said, "Make sure we get these two guys." I said, "Okay, who's that?" He said, "James Garcio. He produced the first 11 Chicago albums,
Okay.
and American Music Royalty, and John Carcello. who actually ran Caribou Ranch. But Gercio owned it, and so I contacted both of them with phone
Hmm.
calls. I left like a 20-minute message on both of their phones. And actually, I had his office phone, his home phone. I had all the numbers, and that's how that went down. I I ended up made two trips to California, and that's where I met my agent's people as far as playing music. And the three songs, they're listed together on my music page. There's three songs listed that I put in a row of my California band. I call them the
Okay.
smoking section.
Okay.
But those songs are BLUES, Upholstery, Blues, and Fishing on Chesapeake Bay. I recorded those three out in California.
Okay. Okay.
And it didn't, like, none of this means anything in Baltimore. The people have no clue what we're doing.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's hammer this point right now because I think it's a perfect perfect opportunity to really let folks know. Hey, look, you know, Eddie and a small group of us, which includes other professional blues musicians who are world class, and some other advisors that we have on with the K-Zern Community and Veterans Outreach Board, who are working very hard to get Blues Town Rising 2.0 into Baltimore. And really the whole premise here, the whole mission, okay, is to get down there and be available for the folks in Baltimore. All right.
Yeah,
Yes, we want to promote the blues. Yes, it's going to bring in tourism. And yes, it's going to be fantastic for performers and artists to be able to perform there live. More than that is the unsung message here, where the folks in Baltimore are tired of playing with guns, tired of crime, tired of the whole situation. And one of the biggest reasons is because of the lack of education, the lack of opportunities, the lack of options. So by bringing this whole program into Baltimore, we are adding to the whole availability of what's there for folks. You can come to shows, you will be able to learn how to play music. You'll you'll hear the blues. You'll be able to study the blues. There is all kind of arts and cultural things that are involved here, and it's really a huge thing to be able to turn Baltimore around and get people involved. All we need are some folks who care to step up and get involved with us. I'm going to put a link up here that talks about how you can donate to the K-Zern Community and Veterans Outreach to further this mission. Everything in life takes money, and that's a sad evil. It's like
yeah,
it. The reality of it is, we can do nothing without it. Um,
right.
so it goes without saying to our viewers and our listeners, we need your help. We need your support, not just financially, but we're always interested in visiting with folks to find out opinions, ideas. There's no sacred idea here on the earth. We'd love to hear them all. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, yeah. And Eddie's been working at this for a long, long time, and it just happened to be to where Eddie and I were able to come together um, and agree that this was a fantastic thing, and let's do it. So here we are. We're doing it, brother. We're doing it now. We're saying, hey, don't let us be the lone strangers here. you know, get
Right.
in,
Yeah.
get in, help us out, help us
We're
out.
not the villains in this story.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a couple villains, but you know,
Uh,
uh,
I'll
They'll
tell
get
you.
over it.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't have to get over it is all.
yeah, yeah. It's like that,
You
what is
try
that
to make
song?
me the villain in my own story
Oh, dude.
because I'm trying.
Well, it's kind of like that song, "Ain't No Stopping Us Now." We're
Right.
on we're on the move. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. Yeah. Um, I just I must be getting old because I just lost my train of thought. I was going back to wondering how many kids told you to, be like the other crows and fly south for the.
Right.
I'll tell you. So where do
Yeah.
we?
Actually, Eddie
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
Well, now that's an Italian thing. Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
they call me Meatball.
A meatball. Okay. Uh, uh, I used to have kids ask me, "So what are you, a spaghetti bender?" I said, "No, no, I'm a back bender. Come here." Yeah. 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 Well, I think we may take a break here soon, Eddie, and see if we can't just get some music happening. I had a little bit of a tech difficulty earlier. Um, kind of hit a glitch. I'd like to get some of your music playing. Can you crank it up in your computer where you are?
um, can I play it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see if we can hit.
I could go to my SoundClick page, I guess.
Yeah, we can probably catch it through your computer mic because I'm on headphones right now, the headphone and
Yeah.
mic, so I won't be able to pick it up through the computer mic. But I think with yours, you should be able to, and I'd love to get your music out there again. How about if
Yeah.
we see if we, how about if we see if we can pull SoundClick up and crank it up?
Okay.
Yeah. As he does that, folks, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this fantastic restaurant here at A&M Pizza. Hi, brother. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the fantastic food that's here. They've been here for over 40 years. And I was talking with some of the folks earlier and found out that the recipes that they used back then are still the same ones they use now. They haven't changed, which
Wow.
would, yeah, which explains why the food is so good. I had a cheesesteak here the other day, Eddie. It was a monster. It was
Yeah.
a monster. Yeah. In
That's what I'm
fact,
hooked on.
oh man, yeah, yeah, cheesesteaks and fries. I
Yeah.
asked, yeah, it was so big and so good. It was filled. It wasn't like here's here's this 24-inch roll and we're going to give you 18 inches of stuff in it. No, it was
Right.
it was it was overflowing. So I asked the guy. I said, would you mind doing me a favor and cut it into to half? That the half went to my son, right? The other half,
Yeah.
I asked him to cut in half again, and I ate a third and a third. You know, yeah. It,
Yeah.
yeah, they're right here where we're broadcasting live at 1705 East Cumberland Street in Lebanon, PA. We move around a little bit. I got to stay focused on where we are in Lebanon, PA, right here. And the phone number to call in is 717-273-0300. I would suggest call your order in and ask them to get it ready. Come on in, sit down, have some food and great food and enjoy the show while you're here today. And the
Sounds like
specials, yeah, I
some
gotta
great
tell
food.
folks about these specials, Eddie. It's
Yeah.
two large pies for $28.99 every day. Two large plain pie with 2 liter soda for $30.99. Two large plain pies and a dozen wings for $38.99. A large plain pie and a dozen wings for $28.99. And I'm telling you, the food is awesome. The cheesesteak, I can't say enough about it. Homemade pasta, definitely homemade. Some folks call it gravy, some folks call it sauce, but it's that wonderful red marinara that if you've had some from here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's fantastic. Delivery. I got to mention the delivery. They do deliver here in the Lebanon area, both in Lebanon, and out in Myerstown, which is close by. So give a call at 717-273-0300 and put in your order. Come by and say hi. We'll take some time. We'll visit, which is what I'm going to do here in a minute. Take a break and visit with some folks. So how are we doing on the music, Eddie? Do we?
Yeah, I
we
have to jump over there. Maybe if I post a link to the top of my page with all the songs on it,
okay.
you might be able to open that.
Yeah. The
Let me
problem
try.
is okay. The problem is getting the audio to pipe through. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Um,
your if you could play it on your computer, your mic should be able to pick it up and run it right through.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me.
Just pull it up and
Uh,
hit play, and we'll see what we get.
okay. Let me do it.
Meanwhile, folks, we have about an hour or two left here to visit out at A&M Pizza, Fratelli Amato, and I just cannot rave enough about the good food that's here. Uh, Somehow I'm going to find a way to get myself into the Amato family so I can I can have access to this food all the time. I'm telling you, it's great, and I don't mind sharing with you. You know, I have some definite chef skills and a passion to do so, but there are not many places that would convince me to really enjoy their food versus something that I would make myself. And I have to tell you, this is one of them. This is definitely one of them. Yeah, this is the food here is great. So we'll be here another. Hi, hey, thanks for coming by. Yeah, you bet. We're going to take a break here shortly, and I'll come by and sit down with you for a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here with Eddie. If I had this, if I guess from now on I got to bring the studio mic out with me. If I had that, we'd be all right. But I didn't bring the
Yeah.
studio mic today. Obviously, it's a studio mic, but it is portable. We'll be here next week again, folks. Friday, every Friday, right here at A&M Pizza. Come on out and spend a little time, say hi, and if you're not camera shy, we'll introduce you and have you say hi to your folks, your friends and neighbors live here on Lunch Live with Sal Santori every Friday at A&M Pizza from 11 to 1. Come on out and definitely don't be a stranger. You know, when you're out here, like, a lot of folks have been going by and saying hi. So, that's definitely a wonderful thing. We appreciate being friends and having some great folks come by to visit. What do you think, Eddie? Is it
I'm
go
gonna
time?
I'm gonna hit click right now. See what happens.
Okay.
Uh,
Drum roll, please. Do 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 do. There we go.
is there any?
Okay.
Star Eddie Crow reemerges and reveals a neon bright future for the people of Baltimore.
Okay. Let
Junction
me.
strong fishing on Chesapeake Bay. Eddie Crow.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I cut it out.
I think we can make that work.
Okay. Um,
Maybe we should go with like a song or two, and then next week we'll do with the studio mic, and we'll be ready to like ramp it up.
right.
Yeah.
I play upholstery right now.
Okay. How long is that? How long is upholstery? Is it 6 minutes?
Um, yeah, it probably is.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. I think it's these. My originals are the shortest songs
Okay.
with the California band, I believe. And
All right.
I'm trying to. Let's see. I lost my speaker icon. I don't know how that happened. Let's see. Upholstery.
You know what I think, Eddie? Maybe next week we'll have a contest right here at A&M Pizza to see who can discover where is Eddie Crow. Right here at A&M Pizza. The legend has it you might stop by. Now that's not something I want to like uh, let too many folks know because I really kind of like to keep it a secret. But at the same time, as legend has it, and as the crow flies, as the crow flies, I love you, brother. Yeah, man. So
Love you
as the
too, buddy.
oh man, yeah, yeah. So as the crow flies, Eddie, there is a rumor, a big rumor. I think it's pretty valid that Eddie Crow may make an appearance at A&M Pizza next Friday during the lunch show. Now that's something we'll have to follow up with and get more details. But I'm kind of thinking that might be credible. So we may have to run some type of contest here, like who can spot Eddie Crow first, or is that really Eddie Crow? Uh, yeah, yeah, something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. We run it all week to get people, aware of it. And then when we come in and do the show next week, it'll be like popping, man. Yeah,
There
yeah, I like it. I like
you
it.
go. Let's see.
Yeah.
I lost my icon for the speakers on this other computer. So
Okay.
I'm gonna reset it to just get out of it and open another.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Um,
That's on the SoundClick page.
yeah,
Yeah, you gotta restart it and then stay away from the speaker button. I know
yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah. You can adjust the volume on your computer without hitting that button because once you get near that speaker button, it disappears. Yeah. See if we can
I can't get
see if
much
I can.
volume out of it.
No, don't mess with it. I got it from here.
Okay. That's a true story.
Love it. Great, man. I'm going to take a pause for the cause and let this continue, Eddie, just without me. So you just go right ahead and talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's a California band. I made 2 trips out there and ended up recording with some pretty good people from LA. if you've ever heard of Jimmy Vivino from the Conan O'Brien Band and the Conan O'Brien Show, the guys I used on my CD on these songs were in his street band when he's not on the show, and they were Mick Jagger's favorite rhythm section. And when Mick Jagger went to L.A., he would always go to Max Bangwell, the drummer, also named Rob Ebersol. So how it went down was I went outside with the guys I was playing music with, about to play music with them, and I sang one of the songs to them. They went in and did 3 versions of each song, and I had 3 originals to do. So they did 9 recordings, 3 versions of each song times 3, and they made $900 a piece, plus the sound man made $400, and it was only took 6 hours in the studio. There's another original. Right here, I'm singing about the best thing Baltimore has, the Bay. I've also got a CBS recording for when I sang it on the #1 morning show in Baltimore, this fishing song. I think I play that next. The guy playing flute, Ray Gillia, is also plays keyboards and saxophone. Put out. can't hear you.
Now, Eddie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying we need to write a song for A&M Pizza, man. Phenomenal food. They have 5 locations, and this one is like awesome. Beautiful restaurant.
Yeah, you're
Beautiful.
breaking up a little.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that radio commercial next.
Okay. I'm gonna take the camera and show the restaurant. Oh, we're gonna go out. Let me take it out. Let me see if I can do something ready.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Kill yours, Eddie. Kill yours. When I'm fishing on the Chesapeake ends, kill yours, and I'll crank it up here. Okay. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah. You hearing that, Eddie? Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to bring me up some. Yeah.
That's the kind of work I dread. I got to do what I do best. Gotta sing the
Yeah. Well, I say we entertain some folks and play some music.
I wrote down, got a song here. I'd like to have you here. I'm thinking to myself, either this guy's a really good blues singer or he's drunk. Which, I said, well, let me hear a little bit of it. So he starts singing, and at first I'm thinking, no. But once he got into it, I'm thinking, oh, actually, this ain't bad. You know what I was thinking? What? I was thinking you should call it the Waterman's Blues. Yeah. And so I said, all right, well, I think we could do a little something. And so I said, Maynard, go get your guitar. Maybe give Eddie, better known as Milky Waters, a little accompaniment. And so I said,
Test,
Maynard
1, 2.
plays along. And he said,
Testing, 1, 2.
And I said, well, what?
Hey, Sal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I'm getting background talk though.
Sit in, do a little blues on the side. I said, okay, well, let's hear it. So Maynard's got the guitar, and this is what it sounded like. Don't you bother today. I don't care what you do, and I don't care what you say. I'm going fishing on the Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, turn Chesapeake Bay off, Eddie.
Whatever you need from me, don't have to wait.
Yeah, there we go.
Full of beer and a bucket of fresh cut bait. I'm gonna catch me some fish, oh baby, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna fish.
And transmission. So we'll continue with some more of Eddie's music here. And I can't mention enough once again how good the food is here at A&M Pizza. I want to tell you, uh, the absolute best I've ever had. Like I said before, I've got some serious chef skills, and there are not many places at all that I will go because I like their food even better than what I would make. And this is one of them. This is the top. I'll tell you, no lie, this place has great food. Been making the same recipe over 40 years, and I'll tell you what, it's perfected. It's perfected. The pasta's great. The sauce is great. Some folks call it gravy, depending on where you're from, but that red marinara, this is the best I've ever found, I'll tell you. And every day we have available 2 large pies for $28. Every day we have 2 large plain pies and a 2-liter soda for $30. 2 large plain pies and a dozen wings for $38.99. 2 large 1 large, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself there, I'm already thinking about lunch. 1 large plain pie and a dozen wings for $28.99. Every day, everyone's while you're ordering, come on in, sit down, have lunch, enjoy some conversation, enjoy the music, and have a beautiful Friday lunch right here at A&M Pizza, 1705 East Cumberland Street in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, 717-273-0300. Come on in, visit with us, and stop by. A lot of folks have been, hey, thank you. Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll stop by. We're going to take a break here in a second, and I'll come over and visit with you. Thank you. You bet. Okay. All right. Uh, as you can see, folks are coming by and having a great time. So join us. Join us. You can join us again next Friday from 11 to 1 right here at A&M Pizza for the Lunchtime Live Show with Sal Santori. And we'll be featuring some more blues music and a great time, great place to have some wonderful food, fantastic food right here at A&M Pizza in Lebanon.
race drunk.
Which, you know.
I said, well, let me hear.
CC Rider. Yo, CC. CC Rider.
I don't care what you do, and I don't.
Hello. Cool. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I hear you too. All right. Well, that's good. Ironed that out.
Yeah.
Did you get to hear that Chesapeake Bay CBS recording?
Um,
Nah.
mm,
It's pretty far down the list. You got to click on see more songs because it only shows about 5.
okay.
You got to click see more songs and scroll down, and you'll see the CBS radio recording. Steve Rouse.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, I can't hear any music yet.
Well, let's put the music in the background. We'll get back to talking.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring the music in a little bit. And let's talk about what we're doing, Eddie. Let's talk about what we're doing, what the plan is, what we're looking to accomplish here.
2 points is
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the music back from now, so we can talk, and then we'll get okay now.
okay because I couldn't hear the music.
Okay, you heard it playing earlier.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about what it is we're trying to do here. Let folks know what's going on. So hopefully, some folks will decide. Let's get involved
It's
and
to
let's.
get right down to the cutting to the chase.
Yeah.
There's 2 points to the mission, and 1
Perfect.
point
Okay.
is to create a music city out of Baltimore. I made history in the blues in that CBS recording, which I have. I mean, it happened. Everyone wants to deny it, but it happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, to create a music city and bring hope to Baltimore where there is none. And the other point is to start an American music revolution. It's way overdue, but it has to have a place to happen. And since I made history in the blues, Baltimore is the perfect place. And
Right.
that's about that. That's two solid points. Before
Yeah.
before it used to be just one point to the mission, and that was to turn Baltimore into a music city like Memphis and get tourism and the billions of dollars going in here. And that mission was added to when I met Gemini Burke
Okay.
online. I never met him in person, but he's like a brother to me on this mission, and he's a blues brother.
Yeah. In
But
fact, Gemini is also local roots through his father Solomon, right here in Philadelphia. Solomon Burke. Gemini is also a Philly boy. Yeah. So I just want to throw that in there, Eddie. Um, I didn't mean to interrupt your flow, but yeah, I just thought I'd chip
no,
that
that's
in.
that's cool. Um, it's all relevant.
It is, yeah.
Kind of when Gemini Burke entered the story, that opened up the American music revolution. that should
Now, how do
happen
you
in Baltimore.
how do you mean that, Eddie? Can we? And I know what you mean, and I want to make sure our listeners and viewers get a clear idea of what we're talking about here.
Well, blues, an American art form, and I just want to try and bring it into the mainstream, which I did in that CBS recording.
Okay.
I already made history with that,
Now before
and I'm building on it.
okay. Now before we run out of time, let's see if we can find that recording. I want to go on here and see if I can find the recording. Yeah, SoundClick is kind of strange. When they decide it wants to not cooperate, the app, it'll just look at you and laugh. Like here you are trying to do something. Not really interested in making look like a butthead. So I do that pretty well myself. I don't need SoundClick. Do me a favor, SoundClick. Be nice, man. I won't have you on the show anymore. Okay. Eddie, I have Fishing on the Chesapeake Bay, live blues rock. Is that what we're looking for?
Now you're looking for CBS radio recording. Is that what's?
Not yet. Let me see.
You gotta scroll almost all the way down the page to find it.
Okay, One Way Out, blues.
Click on that. Yeah, I've got quite a few versions of the Baltimore band doing the fishing song.
Okay.
But this one is one I recorded in California.
Okay.
Gemini is going to release, he's going to record and release my fishing tune. And I'm just overwhelmed that his name and my name and Joe Texas' name are all being mentioned in the same breath.
Yeah.
I mean, I never figured.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing how things come together. Yeah, it's amazing how things come together. And just to find out, when you
just like the Blues Brothers, only
well, you and I
stakes
talked
are higher.
Before. Yeah, you and I talked before about just how amazing, it's the hand of God that's been bringing us together, and that's not something that's disputable.
It was breaking up a little.
Let me see if this is it. I'm fishing them. You hear that? You hearing it, Eddie?
This thing keeps spinning. Every once in a while, it'll start buffering.
Okay.
This page.
This is Eddie Crow. This is the Chesapeake Bay. He wrote that he wants to tour. Yeah, no, that's good.
Hello, kids. Hello. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Hi, everybody.
This is my great friend Sal Santori. We're here at A&M Pizza Restaurant.
We're live broadcasting from A&M Pizza in 1705 East Cumberland Street.
right here in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, where the food is unmatched.
Unmatched.
After 40 years,
After 44.
44, okay, still the same recipe, Sal,
Still same recipe.
and everything is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Cheese steaks are better than you can find anywhere. The pasta, the sauce,
Best pizza, Lebanon. Best pizza, best subs, and best cheesesteak. Anything you think of food, we got it.
you're not going to find
We
any
make it.
better. You're not going to find any better. Come on out and visit with Sal and the folks here at Fratelli Amato. 7 days a week, Sal. What hours are we open?
10:30 to 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, 10 to
And-
10.
Yeah, 10 to 11 on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, come on out, and I guarantee you'll be back. The food is fantastic.
All right, Betty. Come in. I had my grandkids to look at.
Okay, okay. Okay. We are going to wrap it up for today. This has been one fantastic lunch show live here at A&M Pizza, where we just visited with Sal to talk a little bit about the fantastic food that's here, the hours. And one more time, I want to remind everybody, we're going to be here next Friday, each and every Friday from 11 to 1, doing a live lunch show with Sal Santori. And chances are Eddie Crow, as I mentioned before, is going to make an appearance here. So be prepared. We're going to talk about that all week. Catch us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram, all over there. Just Google Sal Santori and you'll be able to find me everywhere. Eddie, it's been a pleasure, brother. We always have a great time together, and I really love having you on.
Thanks
Love
for
your
having me
music.
on there.
Yeah, yeah. So for Sal and Eddie, right here at A&M Pizza, 1705 East Cumberland Street in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, 717-273-0300. We wish you a happy and great afternoon and a fantastic weekend and a great week. And we'll see you next week right here at 11 o'clock.